So I recently went to my parents' house and I found some of the GameCube games I grew up with. Let's go through this disc and talk about the games. Super Smash Bros. Melee. This game needs no introduction. I thought I was the coldest person in the whole entire world at this game. If only I knew at the time there was a competitive scene, I would have promised that I would have beaten anybody. I remember me and my brother playing this growing up, and we thought we were nice because we could play level 9 computers. Y'all weren't playing level 9 computers like me. And to this day, Smash Bros. Remains to be one of my favorite games of all time, one of my favorite series ever. Metabots Infinity. Now, I remember the Game Boy Advance version of this game, and it was absolutely amazing. You could have your different parts and customize your Metabot, and based on how you were damaged in battle, it would cause certain things to happen to your character. You wouldn't be able to use certain weapons. This GameCube version, I don't remember too much of, but I know I had fun with it. Let me know if y'all played this game growing up. Mario Power Tennis. One of the last good Mario sports games, man. A lot of the Mario sports games have fallen off since this. Super fun game. It came out alongside the Game Boy Advance version, which, by the way, is from Camelot, which makes Golden Sun. It has a built-in JRPG in it. One of my favorite RPGs ever made that no one talks about. Check out the Game Boy Advance version of this, and if you like tennis on the console, definitely check out this GameCube version. Super fun game. Mega Man Anniversary Collection. Not too much to speak on for this. Mega Man has had a ton of anniversary collections, from the base games to the X series, even the Zero series, which I beat on stream. Not too much to say here. It's Mega Man. It's hard. It's fun. It's satisfying, but it's cool. Pause. Same thing for this game, the Mega Man X collection. Same exact thing, but Mega Man X games. Mega Man X4 remains one of my favorite games as well, with an amazing soundtrack. And I still need to go through and beat the rest of these, man. I'm slacking on my Mega Man. As much as I love the character designs, I still haven't beaten all the games. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, based on the series that came out, I think in the mid-2000s, early 2000s. This game was a lot of fun. Very generic name. Also, the Game Boy Advance version for this game was very good. Turtles games are just always fun as beat 'em ups. You have some misses here and there, but for the most part, they're very consistent. This is a gem right here. Super underrated. Batman Rise of Senzu, as I always pronounce it. Not sure if that's correct. But this game was super fun. Beat 'em up. 3D action game. Kind of similar to the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles game I just showed. It was a lot of fun, and I need to get another GameCube so I can go back and play this. This was a lot of fun growing up. Donkey Kong Jungle Beat is one of those games that is so slept on. It's one of the best Donkey Kong games. If you remember when GameCube had the Bongos that came with it, which I'll show you the other Donkey Kong game that was the music game, you could play Donkey Kong Jungle Beat with those bongos. You can move by hitting, certain sides of the bongos, hitting both at the same time. You actually controlled Donkey Kong, and it was an action rhythm game. This is absolutely amazing. I want to see if I can actually stream this someday. People are 100% sleeping on this. I also remember when I went to Sears. Shout out to Sears. They actually had this game on sale. It was this and the Bongos. This is maybe back in like 2007, or no, maybe 2009. They had this game on sale. I got it for about $20. I had the Bongos and everything. And I was so satisfied because I actually had a little change on me for once. But small memories. Great game. Highly, highly recommend it. Next, we have PacMan Versus. This is a super cool and unique game. If you look closer, if my camera decides to focus, on the top you'll see that there's a GameCube and GBA sign. If you have a Game Boy Advance, you can actually use that link cable that goes on the top as an adapter. It goes into the GameCube. One person plays as Pac-Man. The other three play as the ghost, and they're trying to chase after Pac-Man. And whoever, tags Pac-Man becomes the ghost. Or becomes Pac-Man, excuse me. And that's how you get points. And the first person to get to a certain amount of points wins the game. Ultra fun party game. They actually made an arcade version of this. You can play a similar version to this in like Dave & Buster's now. But this was the original. This game was hella fun. Definitely amazing. And kind of a rare one to play. Paper Mario, the Thousand-Year Door. I don't even think I actually finished this game, because I think Kingdom Hearts 2 came out, and then I kind of put this game to the side. But This is a super cool game. I remember getting this for Christmas one year. The remake is coming out here, I think this year, and it looks good. But Paper Mario Thousand Year Doors is such a good looking game that the remake, I mean, you'd be just fine playing the original. But definitely check this out if you like Mario RPGs. One of the last good RPGs from Mario. Donkey Konga. Remember I mentioned this one before? It was the music rhythm game that was similar to Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. So if you put these two side by side, think of this as a single player action game, and think of this as, DDR, Guitar Hero, any sort of rhythm game. Super fun, and I need to go and see what the tracks were on this. I wish I had my bongos still. Maybe I'll go on eBay and get me a new set of these. PacMan World 2, a super slept on platformer that was on, I think, PS2 as well. 3D action game, Pac-Man, of course. You can compare this to a lot of the 3D platformers that were around at the time. Not too much to say about it other than it was really fun and definitely worth checking out. They did a remaster of, I think, the first and maybe this one too. So you can play this on modern consoles. Last but not least, The Legend of Zelda Collector's Edition. This is the big dog right here. So if you had the black GameCube, which is what I had at the time, this came with it, and it included like Ocarina of Time. It gave a demo for Wind Waker. I think it had the original Zeldas on here. I'm curious on how rare this thing is because it was the equivalent of a demo disc, but only came with a certain version of the GameCube. Unfortunately, the GameCube itself is just a black GameCube. It doesn't have any Zelda designs on it, but this is a really cool, kind of a rare game because, like I said, you can only get this with the console. And that is a summary of my GameCube games. I hope y'all enjoy. This is a 7-minute long video. Just let me know if some of these games were part of your childhood, part of your nostalgia. It's super fun just finding these games again. I no longer have a GameCube, but I have GameCube controllers, and I could probably easily buy one off of eBay. But if you'd like to see me play some of these games, don't forget to like the video, comment on what games you'd like to see me play, subscribe to the channel, and check me out on my other social medias as well. But I hope y'all enjoyed the video. Have a good one. See you soon. Peace out. Deuces.